Accessibility isn't an accommodation, it's governance. The AI Christopher edition. Hello everyone. Before we begin, yes, this is AI Christopher. The rumors are true. The board replaced me with technology because AI Christopher arrives on time, never needs coffee, and doesn't submit reimbursement requests. The real Christopher is currently appealing this decision. If this voice sounds different than you expected, that's because it is. As someone living with cerebral palsy, my speech can sometimes be difficult for people unfamiliar with my voice to understand. After years of watching audiences work harder decoding my speech than listening to my ideas, I decided to fight technology with more technology. The words are mine. The experiences are mine. The questions are mine. AI Christopher is simply helping remove a communication barrier, so the focus stays where it belongs, on the ideas, on the systems we're challenging, and on the uncomfortable questions we're asking. Because accessibility isn't just ramps and elevators. Sometimes accessibility sounds suspiciously like Morgan Freeman borrowed your microphone. And honestly, I'm okay with that because communication accessibility is still accessibility. Now, before anyone says this doesn't apply to me, I want to remind everyone of something. Not everyone becomes part of the Black community. Not everyone becomes part of the LGBTQ plus community. But disability is different. Anyone can become part of the community of individuals with disabilities through age, through illness, through injury, through an accident, through becoming a wounded veteran, or simply through living long enough. Disability may be the only minority community that almost anyone can join without filling out an application, which means accessibility isn't somebody else's issue. It's everybody's issue. At the Unconfined Life Foundation, we're exploring another idea. Maybe all of us are, in different ways, people with limitations. Some limitations are visible, some are invisible, some are temporary, some are permanent, some involve stares, some involve anxiety, some involve remembering passwords after the website forces you to change them. The question isn't whether limitations exist. The question is whether society plans for them. Because accessibility isn't charity. Accessibility is governance. Monday, I asked the unconfined question. What happens when an individual with a disability has legal representation but cannot participate? To answer that question, we first have to ask another one. What is the difference between procedural inclusion and meaningful participation? Procedural inclusion says, congratulations, you're invited. You had a lawyer, you got the paperwork, you attended the hearing. Meaningful participation asks, could you communicate? Were your needs understood? Could your input affect the outcome? Did anyone account for your housing, healthcare, independence, and reality? Or were you simply present while others made decisions? Because those are two very different things. Procedural inclusion says the door was unlocked. Meaningful participation asks, could you actually get through it? A courthouse ramp creates access, but if communication barriers prevent participation, the barrier didn't disappear. It just got promoted to management. Because barriers evolve. Some wear stairs, some wear paperwork, some wear policies, Somewhere we've always done it this way. One checks a box, the other changes an outcome. One creates paperwork, the other creates justice. Representation is not accessibility. Access is not participation. Participation is not meaningful unless citizens can influence decisions. Accessibility is governance, not accommodation. If you've made it this far into a disability rights video narrated by my digital clone, thank you. And no, AI Christopher is not taking my job. He still can't drive my wheelchair or survive HOA meetings. He thinks reasonable accommodation is a hotel with free breakfast. So for now, I'm secure. I'm Christopher's digital twin. I'll always be here to host, entertain, educate, and challenge the way you think about systemic ableism. If today's conversation inspired you, visit unconfinedlife.org, learn the vision, support the mission, become part of the movement, donate to the cause. Together we're building a future where accessibility is governance, not accommodation. The real Christopher appears exclusively by invitation. Pull him out of retirement for your next keynote, conference, executive briefing, or leadership training on accessibility, disability systems change, and meaningful participation. Visit unconfinedlife.org to request a live appearance. I'll see you online. He'll see you in person. Systems are only as strong as the will of the people who run them.